Hey guys, it's Ali over here, and let's just cut the crap of introduction and get straight to the video. So there are people in the world who will live off just a couple of bucks in the whole day. I mean, they literally get paid for like $2 a day. That's all their income. While there are some other places and some other people who get paid $200 in just 1 hour. Okay, you Bill Gates, I'm looking at you. I know you make $200 an hour. I don't know, that's not fair. No, but seriously speaking, guys, so seriously, it's amazing how diverse this place is. I mean, there are people who live for just $2 a day, and there are people who get $200 in 1 hour. That's just mind-blowing. But the fact is, you could probably excuse them. I mean, you know, you could say that, hey, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, these are very rich people, and they got there because, well, they worked hard. They had some very revolutionizing ideas, and they made some very amazing products. So they worked hard, and they deserved it. But that's not always the case. In fact, today in this video, I'm going to count down the 7 most weirdest ways people got stinking rich. And I was surprised to find that there really are a lot of people who got rich. And there was no freaking reason. I mean, some of these ideas are so stupid, you're gonna wanna go and bang your head against the wall. Now, why am I counting down just 7? Why not 5 or why not 10? Well, to know the answer to that, you simply just need to know that 7 is the maximum number for everything. And if you don't know why, click on this annotation right here and go see this video from ScottX, who'll tell you why 7 is the maximum number for everything. Of course, you have to know Italian. So if you don't know it, sorry dudes, you can't know, at least not for now. So let's start with the countdown. Now at number 7, there is the gentleman known as, well, Joel Combs. He is a well-known inventor of the very famous app. In fact, this app got 600,000 downloads, and he is the creator of, wait for it, iFart. Seriously, man, this app was downloaded 600,000 times, and one download costed $1. Well, 99 cents, but still, 99 cents a download, 600,000 downloads. Take out all the taxes and everything, and he got a net earning from this app of $400,000 from an app that simply makes a fart sound when you press a button. I mean, seriously, guys, this is freaking just. So that's just pretty freaking weird. I mean, seriously, if you can make an app that makes fart noises when you press a button and make $400,000 just for doing that, for making that sort of an app, man, everybody should know developing. Everybody should just go right ahead, download ADT, all the programming software, and start developing apps. Everybody, there's no use, there's no point in working. Nobody should have jobs. We should all be coding and developing apps. So number 6, we have a man called Alex Tew. Now, this guy actually had, you know, an epiphany. So here's the deal. He's about to enter an economics university, and he says, I need some funding for my school. So what do? I said, I buy a domain, of course, and I set up a website that has 1 million pixels, and then I sell the pixels as advertisement at 10 by 10 blocks a piece for $100. So I make everybody pay $1 per pixel. And guess what? 4 months later, and there you have it. You just made $1 million. Congratulations. No, seriously, guys. I mean, you gotta think about this one. This is so simple. How come nobody ever thought of this before? Seriously? Come on. But seriously, guys, this really was an epiphany. And you can't help but think, why did I not think of that? And well, since this worked out so well, why don't you try it right now? I know you're thinking about it, and I know you're gonna try it sooner or later. Come on, dude. Okay, so back on track, guys. Let's move on with the countdown. So do you remember when you were a child, Christmas came up, and you really felt like, Santa, I want this gift. You sent him a letter. Maybe you probably got the gift, but what you didn't get was an authentic real letter from the North Pole. Everybody felt a little sad inside when they didn't get the real response from Santa. But no more, because since 2001, you can get a real letter from Santa. In fact, the service is called Santa Mail from the North Pole for just 10 bucks. Cause seriously, this dude's called Byron Reese, who has a postal code in the North Pole, and he gets paid by parents 10 bucks a letter for sending a letter from the North Pole to children, answering their letters. And since when he started in 2001, he has written over 200,000 letters, meaning he has earned more than $2 million just by sending simple little letters and signing them with "By love, Santa." That's it, dude. Actually, I'm surprised that nobody else thought of this sooner. Cause seriously, he can't be the only one who has a postal code near the North Pole. I mean, come on. There must be some other people living there, and how come nobody's thought of this before? You just send a letter and get paid. That's it, dude. Now, there's got to be some room for real economical successes, right? Like, I mean, the investors. But however, not everybody can have the luxury to be an investor, because you've got to have a lot of money to be an investor to begin with. Well, not really. I mean, seriously, look up this guy, Charlie Oyers. So, you know, it's a classical bunch of developers trying to start a new company that's gonna revolutionize the world, and they offer him a job at the cafeteria. They will pay him almost the half because they can't afford more. But here's the catch: they will give you some shares of their company. And he says, and this guy goes like, "Ah, what the heck? I'll take the job." He takes it. He works there for 10 years, and after 10 years, he sells those shares. And guess what? Those shares that were given to him as, you know, a consolation prize turned out to be the value of the beauty of $26 million. I mean, and can you imagine what company it was? Well, it was the same company whose services you're using to watch this very video. It was in fact Google. He in fact was the cafeteria manager for 10 years, and when he sold the shares, he turned out to become a 26 million owner. Now in Southern Asia, there's a saying that says, "The fruit of patience is very sweet." A chef works for a cafeteria, holds on to a share for 10 years, that was given to him by free, may I add, and earns $26 million. See, you can't find a better example than this. Unless you're this guy, David Sheridan. Now, he's a Stanford professor, and you say like, seriously man, a professor? Now, we've all been in those boring hours in school when the teacher's all sad and they start complaining and they keep going on and on about how teachers don't get paid enough. Well, tell them this: you should have more confidence in your students, because that's exactly what David Sheridan did. When some students of his made some startup projects, and he thought that, well, these things had some potential, he invested in them. Luckily for him, his guesses turned out to be mostly true. In fact, he went on to make some profits. But the major hit didn't come until he wrote a check of $100,000 to 2 of his students. Now the students used this money to set up their new startup company, which then went on to become a major worldwide success. Now of course, in exchange for that $100,000, he owns some shares of the company, and those shares today are worth $2.6 billion, and he hasn't yet sold them. So you might be asking yourself at this point, what sort of company is this? I mean, just a share is worth $2.6 billion? It's got to be a pretty big company. And you may be thinking, well, maybe it's Apple. No, it's not. Microsoft? No. It's, once again, Google. In fact, David Sheridan is the very person who gave Sergey Brin and Larry Page the very first $100,000 to start up their company and base. So he provided the base funding for Google. So you could say he's the godfather of Google itself. down to the last two. Now at number 2 we have what is probably the most stupid idea in this whole list, in fact probably in the whole world, and yet it became a super hit. I mean, this guy made millions just by doing this, just by, wait for it, still wait for it, wait a little bit more, because you're gonna need a while to soak this in. Prepare yourself. So this guy made millions just for wearing a shirt. This guy who wore a shirt, I mean, all he has to do is wake up in the morning, wear this shirt, and he gets paid upwards of the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because, you know, he woke up one day in 2000 and he decided that in 2009, every day I'm gonna wear this shirt for sponsor. I'm gonna be, you know, a human billboard. And well, he makes a website about it and he posts his offer, and he says that, well, I'll charge $1 for January 1st, $2 for the 2nd, $3 for the 3rd, and so on for the whole year. But at the end of his very first year, he had made $83,000 just by doing this. So he goes like, well, next year I'll up the ante. So he doubled the prices, hired another person, and did the same thing. So at the end of 2011, he had already hired 5 other people to professionally wear t-shirts to sponsor companies, and that's it. So now that you heard this, you can go ahead and jump out the window and die in peace. Because seriously, at this point, is living really worth it? After you heard this, you can, you know, go to your boss, quit your job, and post a website in which you say, I'll be your personal billboard for $80,000 a year. Because seriously, no matter how much you make, you probably don't make more than $80,000. And even if you do, for wearing a t-shirt, I don't think so, man. Guys, let's end in beauty. So the number 1 weirdest way somebody got stinking rich is by joining the circus. Yeah, now seriously, bring me a red nose and some jogging balls, some jogging pins. Anybody? Somebody? Please? I want to make billions. No, seriously speaking, guys. So this guy Lalibert, was a homeless Canadian man, and for the 450th anniversary of Canada, he decides to, well, I'll just, you know, create a circus and I'll put up a show, you know, maybe I'll get some money. So he sets up the Cirque du Soleil, and guess what? The show is an amazing hit. And well, he decides to keep the show going, and he keeps on performing. So today, Cirque du Soleil has an annual net income of $800 million, and Guy Lalibert himself is the magnificent owner of $2.6 billion. I mean, seriously, guys, wow. I mean, well done, bro. Well done. Now, some of you may be thinking that, well, this guy deserved it. I mean, he made a circus and he worked hard. But the reason he made it into this list and got on top of it is because this guy went from homeless to multi-billionaire. You gotta admit, that's just inexplicable, man. You can't explain it. So this was my list of the top 7 weirdest ways how people got stinking rich, guys. If you have anyone you think that is just amazingly weird or stupid how he got rich, put it down in the comment below. Okay, so hope you liked today's video, guys. If you have any ideas or any requests of some videos you would like us to do, leave the comment down below in the comment section, and like the video if you liked it, and share it on all the social networks, because we really need a lot more viewers, but most of all we need a few more subscribers, because we really have just 3 subscribers right now, and so it would be a really helpful for us if you go down and press the subscribe button, or, you know, just click here. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.